We found that there was a variation in the 6 areas that we studied around the country. Some groups had a really long history of organising around some of these issues, for instance Southall Black Sisters in West London, and they were able to get on the ground very quickly.
In some areas, established anti-racist networks have been quite important in terms of those mobilisations and that resistance. And for them, it's been important to restate the relationship between immigration controls and racism and racial profiling. So that's one kind of way in which people have been organising in local areas and resisting. So there are sort of established networks.
We found that some parts of the country, people who were in insecure migration status didn't feel able to take part in the political debates, even if they now had leave to remain.
They may be getting involved, for instance, in responding to immigration campaigns in a local area because they are likely to be subject to those campaigns and their safety, their security, their freedom of movement is impacted by those campaigns. But they may be very concerned about being at the forefront of those political demonstrations.
I think it's just creating a climate of fear around how people feel like whether or not they belong, and there's so much anxiety around immigration and status and belonging, and it's getting mixed up with issues of race and racism too.
In the referendum campaign, that UKIP Breaking Point poster, we saw those kinds of images and messages being used in the run-up to Brexit. So I think in a way, the van paved the way for that kind of public messaging and sort of made it publicly acceptable for those kinds of anti-migrant sentiments to be communicated in that way.
Immigration Otherwise was a collaboration with the organisation Act Real, which uses theatre and performance to communicate research in creative ways. In 2018, Act Real took our findings into 2 schools in Oxford and Coventry. Working from a draft script, the young people brought their own creativity and experiences to the research.
Are you in the UK illegally?